Hey, what's up guys? Brad with the Squared Away Everyday channel, and today we're going to be taking a look at the top 5 reasons you should buy a Tacoma. Now, a couple weeks ago, I did a video called the top 5 things I hate about my Tacoma, and I'll link to that video now somewhere in here. And I think it's important that you take a look at that video as well as this one, just to see the stuff that I don't like about the truck. And now you're about to see the stuff that I do like with the truck. And this video is really geared towards people that are looking for a everyday driving vehicle that is going to have some sort of utilitarian aspect to it. It's not for people that are trying to buy a work truck. So if you haven't had a chance yet, please go ahead and like this video and subscribe to the channel. Let's take a look at it. All right, so number one has to be, and everybody probably guessed it, reliability. When we talk about vehicle manufacturers as a whole, Toyota makes the most reliable vehicles on the planet. And when I say reliable, or when we're talking about reliability, that means they take the least amount of maintenance to keep going, and they'll run for far longer than anything else on the road with minimal maintenance, okay? So Toyota makes very reliable vehicles, the most reliable on the planet. Now, if we zoom in on the brand of Toyota itself, they've been making small trucks for 50-ish years at this point, and so the pedigree behind these Gen 3 Tacomas is pretty great. Toyota, in this 50 years of making small trucks, has had a lot of stuff go right. They've had a lot of stuff go wrong, and they've learned from that along the way to essentially give you a vehicle that is the most reliable vehicle they've built to date. And I think that's really saying something. So number one, the reliability of these Toyota Tacomas. All right, number 2 on the list of why you should buy a Tacoma has got to be the resale value. And the resale value on these things is incredible. I mean, really, I've bought Tacomas before. No, I'm sorry, it wasn't a Tacoma. I bought 4Runners before at a pretty good deal, and I've sold them years later with an extra 25,000 miles on it, and I sold it for the same price that I bought it for. So it doesn't take much, but these vehicles hold their value so incredibly well. And that's a combination of they're very sought after in the United States, particularly these Gen 3 Tacomas. They're very sought after, especially in a state like Colorado. And then on top of that, going back to the reliability, since they hold their since they are so reliable, people know that they can buy these things, and by the time the loan is paid off, they're still going to want to own the vehicle. So reliability and the resale value kind of mesh up there, and the resale on these things is incredible. They hold their value very nicely. Okay, reason number 3 is going to be accessories. If you are somebody that likes to put lifts on your vehicle, or wheels and tires, or you want to put something on the bed, or you want to put lighting accessories on it, or whatever you want to do, whatever kind of truck you would like to make it, look no further than the Tacoma. The Tacoma has, by far, hands down, the most aftermarket accessories available than any other truck, or dare I say vehicle on the planet. Maybe not vehicles, just in general, but for sure trucks, they make the most amount of accessories, aftermarket accessories from third-party companies. Toyota makes aftermarket accessories. If you're looking to buy a truck that you can kind of mess with and put stuff on and make it your own and turn it into something that you like, that it fits a purpose that you need, then go ahead and look at the Tacomas, because I'll tell you this, if there's a company out there that's making an accessory for trucks, 95% of the time they're going to include the Tacoma in that mix. All right, reason number 4, the size of these trucks is very good. Now, it's not the only truck that comes in this size, obviously. There's a lot of different trucks like the Chevy Colorados and the ZR2 Buffaloes and just stuff like that. Yes, I'm aware that there's trucks that are this size, but coupled with numbers 1, 2, and 3, the reliability, the resale value, and then the accessories that are available for this truck, coupled with the size of it, that brings us to number 4. Now, if you're trying to drive this truck in the city, you can certainly do it. You're not going to have to make a 5-point turn if you go to Costco and it's super busy that day, and you can also drive it up on the mountains or whatever. Equally as important, if you're an overlander or you're trying to hit tight trails and stuff, this is probably the biggest vehicle I would want to go with for tight technical trails, and the size in general is just great. If you go ahead and put let's say a 3-inch lift on like a Dodge Cummins diesel or a Toyota Tundra or an F-150 or something like that, and I've been there. I've had bigger trucks with lifts on them. You might not even be able to fit in your freaking garage. So the size of these things is awesome. Put a 3-inch lift on it, still park it in your garage. Go to Costco, easy to park. Take it on a tight technical trail for overlanding, and it's a great size. You wouldn't want it any bigger, but it's a great size. So number 4 has got to be the size of these trucks. All right, so to finish off the video, reason number 5, and this is kind of relative to the individual, but I think a lot of people would agree with me, are the aesthetics. The aesthetics of the Toyota Tacoma is, in my opinion, the best looking small truck that you can buy. And there's some very good looking small trucks, but the front end on this thing looks great. And it's funny, when this truck came out in, 2016, there was this big press conference with the designers, and they kept going on radio and on TV shows and talking about how complex the paneling was that they did and this and that. I don't care about any of that. I care about how it looks, and it looks very good. So whatever you guys did to make this truck look so good, it looks awesome. Thanks for that. And so to wrap up the video, we had number 1 at reliability, number 2 at the resale value, number 3 at the accessories you can get for it, number 4 is the, what was number 4? The size of it, and then number 5 is the aesthetics of this truck. If you haven't had a chance yet, please go ahead and like this video and subscribe to the channel or whatever, and we'll see you in the next one.